Actually, Your Excellency, from a longer term perspective, how do you see the role of Russia and Indonesia in contributing a global peace, stability, and international order?
Well, I believe so. Both countries could be operational in this way because all of us, we are looking for peace because it was mentioned by your leader and by President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, that peace is also one of the pillars for stable and resilient development of any country. And we would like to have peace in this world, in our small planet. But I also believe that it's should not be just, peace when you do not take care about your national interests. Because also it's very important for any country to keep your national security. And when you feel that your national security is under threat from your neighbors, from some big alliances, so you should be brave enough to apply some measures, sometimes stronger measures, to protect yourself, because otherwise it will be very difficult to ensure your independence and your sovereignty.
Speaking of which, Indonesia also often emphasizes dialogue and peaceful resolutions in every condition. How relevant is this to this today's approach? Do you see this very strong steps and approach of Indonesia?
Yes, and we see that Indonesia is very active in not only here in Southeast Asia but around the world. For example, we respect Indonesian position regarding the Middle East crisis, for example, and intention of President Prabowo and Indonesia in general to play active role in this solution. And we exchange views about all these issues, and I really do believe that Indonesia can be operational in all these fields and in this situation. And but sometimes when it comes to so-called peaceful solutions, first of all, we prefer to have some more concrete ideas, more concrete proposals, for example, when it comes to situation around Ukraine. And also, any solution should also take into account core interests of any country. For example, when it comes to situation around Ukraine, we understand that, and we explain to all of our partners that core national interests of Russia should be taken into account. And when it comes, for example, to situation in the Middle East, everybody understands. Doesn't matter what will be around so-called peace plan of President Trump, but the core solution, it's based on the resolution of UN Security Councils, and also should be based on the so-called two-states formula. Otherwise, any peace treaties or any ceasefires will be just temporary.
Do you believe that developing and emerging economies, countries like Indonesia, have the possibility and the ability to strengthen the global stability?
Yes, of course. I believe that because it's emerging economies, it's emerging markets. It means that this is may say young countries with a big potential and with a desire not only to look in the local market and not only look for your national productivity, but also really ready to contribute to the rest of the world. And I see that Indonesian business, Indonesian government is very active not only here in Southeast Asia, but in quite many regions, in Africa, in Latin America, in what we call sometimes post-Soviet area, and I'm very glad that we can cooperate in many fields. And well, one of the examples, I believe, and maybe we can discuss it in details a little bit later, this is FTA about free trade agreement between Eurasian Economic Union and Indonesia. So this is a very important step, and this is also reliable to your general policy for more dynamic, more promising trade and liberal conditions. I know that Indonesia have signed such or similar agreements with many other countries in Latin America, in North America, in Europe, and Eurasian Economic Union is just one of the examples. And we are ready to be one of the important partners of Indonesia.